Hello everyone, it's Monday and for me it's Sunday afternoon. I just finished the let me show you. I just finished the House of Elliot journal, and that'll be on my website. So I put a piece of lace over this and just a few minutes ago, so it's still kind of drying. But anyway, so the other day, well, I was talking about making ephemera and putting them somewhere that you know you might want to use for a journal in the future. It could be just stuff that doesn't have any rhyme or reason to it, but something plain, or I don't know, if you have a journal that you're planning to make, this one here is some things that I've collected to put in the next journal. There's just some, pieces of paper there, a couple of envelopes. Here's a little tiny envelope, another one, a tag. I was just going through my stuff and, trying to use it up, and I thought anything that kind of went with these colors that I have, I would just keep adding to it. So these here are little note cards. I don't know if I'll use all these or not, but I found them and I put them in there. This here is like a little flip out. This is one. See, how does this work? This one I did using an envelope here. Let me think, what was it? Oh, this gets glued onto the back of the page, of a journal page. I couldn't remember what I was doing. So this would be the front and this would be the other side, so you can glue it here and here. Anyway, I thought that one kind of went with it, and I thought this zipper tag went with it. This one I thought looked good with it, and this one, I mean, it's kind of a yellow greenish vibe here. And then we have this journal card, another journal card that I thought could go with it. And here's a trifold. I don't know what it is. I'll have to figure it out. And there was just a piece of sheet music. And this, I don't really think I want this one in here now. Well, maybe I do, because that kind of goes with that. So we'll put it close to that one. And another piece of paper that I kept. And then here's some flowers, and then here's some more of that. Now, depending on, so if you feel like I know everybody doesn't make journals like we do on YouTube. You're making your own journal or for a friend or that kind of thing. Or maybe you're selling them, that too. But it's not like you have to mass make everything for your journal. So that's why I came up with this plan, in a sense, that you see something and you're going to do a journal in those colors. And maybe you have a journal kit in mind. Like this one here is a kit. Not that one. But that one might have been supposed to have been in that, because it's got the yellow here. But this kit, I cut the pages out and everything is pink. Now that might go, and I don't think that does. But everything in here is pretty pink. So if I was to do a pink theme journal, I might be able to put that. Let's see, this one would go in there. These would go in there. This goes in there. I had this stuff maybe separated already. So if I knew I was going to do a pink journal, I would put these in that bag. And my bags are huge. I don't even know what they measure, but they're like, I don't know, 18 by 12 or something. And I don't know that you need a bag this big. Like this that I have. But depending on how you put things in here, you could fold this in half. And you could get a lot more. But that's up to you. Okay. So we have a pretty good stack here of yellows. Now I haven't figured out papers, but I'll show you kind of like that one and that one. I'm going to have to make something. Everything is pink, in case you didn't notice. When you go looking for digitals, and I just, yeah, I like that one. This one, I got it all grungy, but I don't like it so much. Okay, I know you don't want to look at all this, but I'm just trying to give you an idea. Okay, so if you want these in your pink journal in a bag, then you would put those in a bag with thinking that you might make a journal that is pink. Okay. So then I said to myself, okay, what else can I put in this bag to, you know, make a journal with, like if I wasn't up to it yet. So what I decided, well, this is not a good one. Well, I kind of liked it because it was yellow. I don't know, I might keep it in there. It's kind of peachy though. I'll hold on to that. But I went through and picked out some pages and made a signature of all these various papers that we use in our journals. Butterfly one, I guess that goes. And so I don't know how many I put in here, but maybe 10 or something. And then if you have a kit, then you can add some kit pages to it. Like, well, this one was a kit. It's just not the right one. But anyway, you could get these pages in without knowing what your journal's going to be, because these we put in all of our journals. So then you've got this pack, okay, of stuff. And then in here I threw this leftover fabric because I think it also goes with this journal. And I might be able to use that in that journal. And then these were colors that I thought looked good with these colors. And I have this off-white, coffee dyed, and this brown, and maybe this teal color. So those will also be in the bag. And then I have these little boxes that I just made up one a little while ago, or yesterday. And in here I put, like, here's the two little metal pieces. I put in a label thing in case you wanted to do that. I put in a couple of bowl clips. I put in a few buttons. I did like 5 buttons. And if this way, if you're making the journal, you don't have to go and pull everything out of whatever space you have it. You've already kind of pre-picked what you want in here. So I have a little charm with a bird, which, you know, you could put that on any journal. I did some eyelets, bowl pens, another charm with the heart charm, and a few more eyelets and bowl pens. So you could put a lot more in there if you'd like, but I think it would be nice to be able to go to this box and not have to go looking for something else. And these are all I would say generic, like the charms I put in here are generic. But if you have charms that you know will go with your journal, like if it was a pink journal and you had a pink, you know, like a little crystal thing or something, you could put that in here. Okay, so that's that. I'll put that in there. And then I'll put this, these journal pages. And I'm not sure I want these to be like flying around. So I might, I don't know if this, actually this might work. Just a mistake, I think. Maybe I could do something like that and just paper clip these inside so that, let me get a paper clip that's big enough. This one might work. Not sure about that. Anyway. Oh, I don't know. Things don't work for me. I want a bigger paper clip. That one's got designs on it. There we go. Big paper clip. So you might want to just do something like that to keep your pages intact. And put it in your bag. Now, all this stuff, I'm thinking we need to put it in something. But before I do that, if you want to do these little boxes, they're super simple. So I'll just cut this out real quick. These are already pre-printed. I mean, they're pre-printed with some kind of shadowing around the edges, but I can't figure out exactly how she meant to do that, so I don't pay attention to it. And then on this side, I have a print. And I just grabbed a piece of cardstock that was already printed, and then you print on the back side so that when you cut these out, you have, gosh, this might take a while. I used to do these sitting on my, you know, my chair watching TV, watching YouTube. I don't know if my scoreboard is. Okay, so you need to score on these lines, on the dotted lines. And so I just do it. I think they're a 1/2 inch if you really wanted to measure. But I just use my line on here. Let's see, we're going to be cutting some of this out, but I'm just going to go ahead and folds in. I'm showing you this because she has a video on it, but I kind of got lost. So I thought maybe if I showed you step by step. And it's hard to tell if you already scored. But this is the best box. I mean, I've ordered them online on Etsy, you know, where they have like those little template things and all that. Okay, let's see, did I get them all? Yep. Okay. So now, whatever is a solid line, you cut. Okay. Solid there. Solid here. Here. Whoops, I did that crooked. and here. Now, as you start to make these, you may feel like you, whoops, goes this way. It may feel like it's too bulky in some of them. And in some cases, just crease these here real quick. Did I say this is my porch print? No, this is pink. No, this is, I think it's Pink Monarch. Or is it my porch? Darn it. She usually writes on her, digitals. I'll try to put a link. Okay. Just folding. Just fold everything. Okay, this is enough to fold this one. Now in this part, I found that sometimes when you fold it over, that these aren't the right size. I mean, if you cut it wrong or something, you might want to like put an angle or something, or trim it off a little bit. Because this is the box top and you're not going to see that generally. Okay. So now we have this, and we have one of these, and one of these. And, whoops. Always one of them that didn't get smushed down. Okay. Well, let's do the ends first. So, I take one of these, and one of these. Hold on. Why is this not working? Okay, that goes there. That goes there. And then these two go together. I'm sorry, that I shouldn't have done that, but that's how it goes. She actually glued all this down, which might not be a bad idea. I'm just going to glue in this section because I feel like I wanted to cut off some of those extra pieces. I don't know, my glue is not working. I know that sounds crazy, but it's not working. Okay, so now on the paper I used before to make my other box, I think was stronger or something, but this doesn't seem too bad. You can actually go over the top if you want, and then this comes, now that makes it too thick. So just put a little dot of glue in here, or cut this, you can cut it out. And then you don't have 4 pieces going there. And then we're just going to glue this. Come on. This doesn't want to stick. Okay. And make sure when you print this that you use the same format on your printer. In other words, like on my printer, I can go and print it. I don't know where I print it from, but you know, there's one that comes directly to your computer, and it'll size it different. I don't know why, but it does. Or if you know, I don't think this might be a PDF file. Can't remember. Okay, it won't take long to do this. All right. So that just, I hope, helps you, which even getting confused like I did. But I have a bottom already. So, and the tops are a little large. I don't know. But anyway, so you would have that to put in your thing. And I don't know, I'm thinking about just grabbing a rubber band to put around it so it doesn't open up the lids. Okay, so these are, if you want to, you could put a print this on the bottoms. I don't know exactly what, like in here, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, I'll use it for scrap. I printed that paper and it was horrible. I don't know. Okay, so now the second project, and it won't take very long. We have all this ephemera. Oops. And you might want to put these smaller ones in your little box. I don't know. So what I'm going to make is an ephemera bag. And we're just going to take this is a coffee dyed, it's a white sandwich bag. It has a rip, probably from when I coffee dyed it. And let's see, what do I have to fix it? I never know what I have. Just, that'll hold it. This is for you anyway. It doesn't have to be decorated. Okay, so now we've got a pocket over here that's... Let's see if I can get that straightened out. These are never perfect anyways. Oh, how did they do that? That is so weird. Okay, well, we're gonna cut this out. We're gonna cut this open. Which gives us another pocket. This is the strangest. I would have to pick a bag that's like so messed up. Let me put a little glue in here, otherwise we'll have things falling everywhere. Okay, so after you this piece is just messed up. So I'm going to show you how it's not that difficult. Okay, so now we have this, and I'm going to turn this over and come up this way, like so. I'm just checking because I thought it went that way, but it doesn't. Okay, so bring this up. No, that's incorrect. Maybe I cut the wrong end off. bet I cut the wrong end. Okay, let's just see. See what I did. Let's just cut the bottom off of the, yeah. I thought I cut this part open. Very weird. All right, so then we're gonna fold it up. Put a notch in here. And we've already got a notch up here. Looks like all that needs to be glued. All right, we'll see what happens. This is not the norm for the bag, so hopefully. Okay, so then we're going to do the little glue thing here. Hold on, let me see something. I did do it wrong. Okay, so what I did is I have the bag part, and I don't know how it came up to, oh, I guess that's right. No. Well, you know, it doesn't really matter, actually. It doesn't really matter. I just want to make sure that both of my little things were the same, in the same area, on the same side. Okay, then we're going to take the glue stick and we're going to go like that and glue it down. And so this should come open, this pocket, and then we have a pocket back here. Okay. I just did one of these and it was working just fine. And then I go to do it on camera and it just doesn't want to work fine. Okay. So in this, we're going to put pieces of ephemera. It doesn't matter what size they are, as long as, see, that's the problem. I couldn't, is that in that other one I had more room in there. But yeah, you put all your kind of little things in here, I think I would. And then back here, you can put your taller ephemera. You can actually, between these pages here, you can change, make it pockets only back there, or different kinds of types of ephemera. This one, put there. This back here because it's tall. This one up here. You put this little guy here, or you could put it back here with the pocket. What do I do here? I'll just leave it in there for now. Another pocket, miscellaneous sort of thing. Put that back there. Scrap paper. This would actually go into the, whoops, throwing everything out. So I'm sure you get what I'm doing here. And I found that the paper bag is, let's see, what is the dimension on it? The width. it's almost 5.5. So that should hold any ephemera that you make for a journal. And it holds a lot of stuff. Just gonna fill this up. You might not have enough room for everything, but you can try. And I just put a couple envelopes in this because if I need an envelope, I'll have it. And I'll just stick those in there. Okay, so now your ephemera pack is full, and then you can just fold it out like that, and you could even kind of browse through it like this. So I think that's a great way to store the ephemera that goes into this. So that would just sit inside here, and then again your journal part, once you know your background and your journal cover or whatever you do, put that in here until it's time to use it. So I hope you guys got something out of this. You could do it any way you want. I just saw somebody making wasn't an ephemera holder. I don't remember what she made, but she was folding envelopes, paper bags, and I looked at it. Oh, and I know she had like four bags, and she was folding them all up to make something like this, to put tags in, to put in a journal. But they were just those little bags that you get, the flat kind, like you get them at the store and things like that when you buy something. And it was cute, and I thought, well, I could do that with a paper bag. And so that's what I used to what I decided to use to put all the ephemera in. Okay, so now I'm, kind of ready for the next journal. Unless I decide to go with another style or color or something, I'll keep this and maybe put a note on it here, and so I know what it is. And then, yeah, just keep it around. Now, this one here is the one that I was using for the House of Elliot journal, and this is all I have left in here. Some sheets of miscellaneous paper and a little more fabric. So I will take the rest of it out. I wanted to use that, and I don't know where it went. So I'll take the rest of this out, and I'll put it back in my stash, wherever I keep stuff, like this. And, these scraps could be used for collaging or something. So I won't get rid of it. Like that and that. The trim. That little picture. I love that little picture. And a little circle. Now this one I'll just put back in my stash of papers because I didn't even use it. So here's some collage stuff. I should collage right away because I'll never find it when I need it. Yeah. Okay, buttons and bows. Okay, guys, so I'm going to let you go, and I don't know how much time I spent. Oh, not much. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you understand the concept that I'm thinking, and you could store it any way you want. But, every video I do, I have to like, oh, let me find a button. Oh, let me find this. For my videos, I think this is going to help me because it will all be there. And the process, I have to make the ephemera, and not necessarily decorate it all, but, you know, get it ready for a journal. So, thanks for joining me. Like I said, and don't forget to subscribe and like and help my channel, and comment. Okay? Talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.